Doug Thugging Special Edition. 14th of April, 2017, 2:30 p.m. The John Langman Session. The John Langman Sessions. Call and response. He's calling, asking me questions. I'm responding. Call and response. So here we go. And he just, I don't know, he sent me questions in the comment section to Doug Thugging number 36. I'll just answer them as truthfully as I can. First, this is John talking, not me. First, your habits and values around guitar mastery and what you have seen over the years as bad habits. Okay, now I'm going to answer my response. Oh, man. Bad habits. I mean, there's the typical wanting to know arpeggios before you can, do a minor pentatonic scale, glossing over the the modes of the C major scale, which is kind of it's a nice little recipe book. It kind of tells you, here are the parameters, and if you want to tweak shit and bend ears, you can do this. If you want to stay in key, you can do this. I don't know. I mean, aside from some of my close friends who are great guitar players and, they know that shit, like, I can't really name too many people that know the modes of the C major scale, which is fucking weird. But whatever. And obviously, bad habits. Probably, if I gotta be like ultra specific, like pretty poor left hand and right hand synchronization, wiggly squiggly shitty left hand vibrato. What else? Bad phrasing, I guess. I don't know. But there, yeah. I mean, there are so many other dudes that are doing it right. So, I guess you gotta you gotta run the gamut of good habits and bad habits. But yeah, I would say just people rushing through things to get to some crazy end result. And I'm fairly guilty in that as well. Like, I should be cleaner on the guitar, and I'm not. I'm fairly sloppy at times. And I always pull that, well, fuck it, it's rock and roll. But, if you can avoid hitting open strings while you're doing a sweep, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Okay, so I think I covered that. And just, at the end of the day, you can try and play like Guthrie and Rick Graham and have chops coming out of your fucking butthole, but it's always going to come down to the song, and I would rather hear a great song with a shitty solo or no solo at all than I would rather hear a great solo over, cardboard fucking backing track horse shit. The song is always going to win out. Always. Come on. John's second question. Second, you obviously have talent, which extends beyond guitar. I mean, he knows I've done radio and voiceover work, so there's that. I'd like to hear about your long-term career aspirations and what you've seen as barriers along your journey. Okay, well, this is going to be quite involved, but I'll just try to smash through it. Long-term career aspirations, I really don't have any. Yes, Alarm are making an album now, and I want it to be the best album possible, and I'm pretty stoked at the way the songs are turning out, and I think it's a deviation from what they've done in the past, which is a good thing because we're evolving. I've written an intro to a song and a song, so I'm stoked about that. They want to put it smack dab in the middle of the album because it's fairly majestic and does have keyboards in it. So I thought that was kind of nice. It wasn't my suggestion. It was Scotty and Palf's. So that was nice for them to, bring that to my attention. My aspirations is to, be an Alarm and write fun, good, killer music with a drummer that can keep up. And as far as barriers go now, and the other long-term thing is for me to just have my own home studio, which I don't see happening for another fucking 10 years. By the time I get a home studio, my physical, my technique and shit will be going south unless I, become some uber fucking vegan dude who, practices, because that shit, you'll lose that stuff. even if you don't want to. If Yngwie's still playing like he's playing at 65, I will lick a donkey's butthole. So, yeah. The only barriers I feel are age. Along the journey, like my radio journey out here, being outspoken, being an American did not fucking help me. So there you go. Last question from John Langman. If you could go back in time, what advice would you give yourself at the start of your musical career? I apologize in advance if I've covered any of these in the 35 blog episodes that I haven't heard. No, it's not like that. I would say this. I personally would have moved to L.A. at the age of 18 or 19, made some good contacts, played around a bit, and then just hopped on tours and shit. That's what I would have done. I didn't do that. Thank you. John, I hope that answered your questions. There you go.